Good morning. Today we're talking about lesson 3.1. Lesson 3.1, we're going to take part A today, which is basically we're going to be solving systems of linear equations graphically. All right? So we're going to be graphing lines and solving equations that way. Okay, let's take a look at this first problem here. We've got two equations up here. We've got y equals 2x minus 1, and we've got y equals negative 3x plus 9. Okay, these are all ready to graph. They're in slope-intercept form. So let's take a look at the red one first. Right, my y-intercept is negative 1, so I'm going to put the y-intercept right there. My slope is 2, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, over 1, 1, 2, over 1, 1, 2, over 1. Keep doing this until we get our slope correct. Now we're going to graph the line. Like this. Now once that line's graphed, what the line represents basically is all the solutions for this equation. So for example, this point right here is located at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that point is at 4, 7. That is the solution to the red equation here. If I put in a 4 for x, okay, that would give me 8 minus 1 equals 7. All right? Now, if I take a look at this point right here, okay, that point is at 3, and then we would have to go up on that one. There. Okay, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that point is at 3, 5. Once again, that's a solution to this red equation. If I put a 3 in for x, a 5 in for y, I get 5 equals 2 times 3 minus 1, which is a solution. All right. Now, once we've got that, we're going to take and we're going to be graphing the green line next, the other one. Once again, that one is in slope-intercept form also. My y-intercept is 9, so since we're taking a look at that y-intercept, that is 9. Let's take it and count up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's where the first dot begins. And now my slope is negative 3. So negative 3 means I want to go down 3. 1, 2, 3, and right 1. Down 1, 2, 3, and right 1. Down 1, 2, 3, and right 1. And I'm going to keep doing this until I get my points. And usually I would be drawing the points as I go. But right now, no. Okay, now we're going to graph that line. Let's take a look there. This one goes from here down to that point. Okay, now the key to solving a solution or solving a system, the green line represents all the solutions to the green equation. The red line represents all the solutions to the red equation. And if we take a look right here, the two lines cross at that point. Now that point is located at, so the point in blue is a solution to both systems. All right, and that point is located at 1, 2 for my x number. And for my y number, it's 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3. If I take a look at that, it's going to be a solution for both. There's my x number and my y number. So if I put it into the red equation, I get 3 equals 2 times x, which is 2, minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. That's true. If I put it into my green equation, all right, 3 equals negative 3 times 2 plus 9. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 9 is 3. So that's how we find a solution to a system of equations. Okay, moving on. The goal today is basically do the same thing I just did. Now, you can pause it and read through this direction, these directions right here, how the book would do it, and they talk about the same thing that I just did. You go through, you graph them. This is one from your assignment. If I'm going to graph these now, there's a couple of options. On the first equation up here, let me get a marker for us. All right, and that'll work. On our first equation, this one, I would probably graph that one using the intercepts, but I can't really because if I try to use my intercepts on this one, okay, then if y were 0, then x would be 0. And right there, that tells me it's going through origin. So I can't use the intercepts. I'm going to have to rewrite that one into slope intercept form. Okay, so let's go ahead and move the x to the back side. So that would give me negative 2y equals negative x. Now divide both sides by my negative 2 to get the y over here all by itself. And what that gives me, these are gone, y equals 1/2 x. As we can see, we have a y-intercept of the origin, so it'll go through the origin. And my slope is 1/2. So for my slope, I'm going to have to go up 1 and over 2. I'll put a dot there. And then I'm going to go up 1 and over 2 again. I'll do as many dots as necessary to get the line on this. And I'll go ahead and graph my line. It's very important you make your line straight. Don't try to freehand it. Use a straight edge. Okay, now let's take a look at my other equation right here. We're looking at the second one. I'll just call it the green equation. And so my y-intercept, as you can see here, this one's ready to go. My y-intercept is at negative 3. So I'll go ahead and put my dot at negative 3. 1, 2, 3. And you can see my slope is 2. So I need to go from this dot up 2 over 1. And do that again, up 1, 2, over 1. Now, sometimes you get lucky and you can see exactly where they're going to cross. In this case, we did. Okay, and we see that it's crossing right there. And so, my solution here is that point right there. That point is, let's count it. Here's origin. The x-coordinate is 2. And the y-coordinate is 1. And that represents the solution to this system of equations. The solution is x is 2, y is 1. Now, important part here, you always want to check to be sure, because if you get one line or one dot wrong, everything else could go wrong. So we're going to run this through as a check in both equations to make sure it works. All right? So let's run through our first one. X is 2, y is 1. 2 minus 2 times 1 equals 0. That's true. Let's run through our second one. Y is 1, x is 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. That checks. This is our solution. Okay, that's going to be it for today's lesson. Tomorrow we'll take the second.